Hi there, it's Travis Wolf here, and this is my mock interview for the Assistant Chief position of Capital City Fire Rescue. The first interview question tonight is, how do you envision your role in the position contributing to the overall mission of the organization? Well, first, I'd like to start with the mission statement of Capital City Fire Rescue. And it goes, we serve to protect our community from life and property threatening emergencies in a competent, professional, and proactive manner. So what does that mean to me? Well, my history with Capital City Fire Rescue began 8 years ago when I started as a volunteer, and I quickly moved up the ranks to become a volunteer lieutenant. I was sought after for this position because of my competence and professionalism in the department. From there, I moved on to getting hired with the department, and I was #1 on the hiring list, and again, I was sought after for my high scores on the hiring test. Again, proving that my competence pays off, and as a firefighter, it's very important to be competent in this job. The second question in the interview process is, how would you go about establishing your credibility with the team? Well, I'd first like to begin with my role in the department right now. I'm currently a firefighter EMT3. I hold numerous certifications including Firefighter 2, EMT3, along with a variety of technical rescue skills and advanced life support skills. But one of my most notable positions within the department is that I am the president of the local IFF 4303. This was a position that I was elected to, and it requires a lot of work to get to this position, and it also requires a lot of work once you're in the position. It was a position that not many other people wanted to do, but the previous president decided that I was a great candidate for this position, and he recommended that I be elected, and it was a majority vote in my favor, and I've been serving in that role for just about a month now. It's a 3-year term, and already I've got ambitions of trying to change the way that we do business, but the first thing I have to start doing is start at the foundation, and I have to rework the bylaws and operational procedures that embody the union. And then I will take it from there into contract negotiations, which happen next year. The third question is, how can you describe a situation in which your work was criticized? Well, every firefighter knows about his probation. My probation was my probation. Your probation is unlike any other. The challenges that you face won't be faced by any other firefighter. When you're on probation, your strengths become your weaknesses. And something that I've always found is a strength with me is my progressive thinking. I'm always trying to challenge the status quo. And with that, while I was on probation, I thought that it was appropriate for me to try to change the way that we do business. Again, like I'm doing with the union, but I was trying to do it on probation, and this wasn't received well. And I was basically in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I would like to say now, where I'm at, having been on the career side of the department for 3 years, I'm able to make changes and make suggestions to our work practices. This has required a lot of work to get to, but I believe that some of the changes that I will hopefully try to put in place will be for the better of the department. The fourth question is, what irritates you about other people and how do you handle it? Well, one of the things that I find most challenging when dealing with other people is when they start making excuses. It's human nature to try to explain why we do things. And from my point of view, when I start hearing excuses, it's very difficult for me to internalize and rationalize these things because I know what was supposed to happen, and when I start hearing excuses, all I can think of is this person must think I'm an idiot because I don't, because they don't think I know what's supposed to happen. So my suggestions to these people is to own it. Own your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Make sure that they don't happen again. The fifth question is, what can you offer us that others cannot? Well, as the core values of the department are teamwork, integrity, professionalism, positive attitude, and service. And these 5 attributes I feel I embody, as well as the mission, the motto of the department, which is readiness, dedication, and service. Through my time, the 8 years I've had with the department, through my countless volunteer time, volunteer lieutenant, to union president, to now that I'm on the line with as a firefighter EMT, I feel that I embody all of the values of the department, as well as the motto of readiness, dedication, service. The last question is, if I had a superpower, what would it be, and why? Well, my favorite superhero is Superman, and I think my favorite part about him was that he could fly. Unfortunately, being a human, I will never fly without the assistance of a machine. And unfortunately, with as much time as I'm spending working, my involvement in the union, and my extracurricular activities with the department, like the special teams, rope, water, hazmat, I just don't have time to learn to do any more skills, especially now that I'm taking college courses like I am now. I'd love to learn to fly, an airplane, helicopter, whatever you want, but I just don't have the time to do it. And I think that would be the superpower I'd choose. I know I went over 7 minutes, sorry. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And have a good evening and good night.